So in order for me to record this episode, I needed to go back when I started working with AI. And I have to tell you, it hasn't been a long time. So I came with this idea of helping filmmakers building an assistant with AI. Welcome to another episode of Film and Business. I am Rosa Camero, your host, film producer, CEO and founder of Ramiro AI, your film marketing and distribution assistant powered by AI. This podcast is where we talk about how to bring your film into the world with the right strategy and reaching the right audience. In this episode, we're going to talk about the simple first steps to use AI in your film workflow. Why I have chosen this theme? First, because we're talking about AI so often. AI is here to stay and it's not going anywhere. So you either ride the wave or die with it because it's not going anywhere and it is part of our lives. So I know a lot of creatives are against AI, but you don't need to use it for the creative process if you don't want to. But if you use it for the admin and that work that you don't even like, your life is going to be much easier. I promise you. In this episode, you'll discover why you don't need to be a prompting expert to use AI. The simple way to set up and organize your AI projects and you don't need to feel overwhelmed. How I personally use ChatGPT and Ramiro AI together in my daily workflow. They work amazingly good together. And the 7 beginner-friendly steps that will help you practice, stay consistent, and start building strategies for your film. So let's start with the steps because I cannot do anything without steps. My mind is a structure. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's like, okay, where do I start? So in order for me to record this episode, I needed to go back when I started working with AI. And I have to tell you, it hasn't been a long time. So I came with this idea of helping filmmakers building an assistant with AI. I didn't know anything about AI. That was like 2 years ago, more or less. And I started sharing that idea with other people and they were like, yeah, maybe it could work. But it was just an idea. Like no one took me seriously. Then I applied to a mentorship program that actually helped me to shape the idea, to come up with a plan, like a business plan and an idea and a name and everything. In 6 months, Ramiro AI was born. And this is what we have up to this moment. We have an MVP. This is a minimal viable product in the tech world. And it's something that you can use and it's very practical. I have to say it's easy to use. And it was born in ChatGPT. So it used to be a custom GPT. This is like a special custom GPT that you create inside ChatGPT and then other people can use it. I think this is going to be like when the App Store open and then you could do apps and then you could upload it to Google app and Apple apps, right? So it works like that. So I have an app and then I want to put it out there. So ChatGPT want to do the same. It hasn't actually come up with an idea of marketplace because you need to have the premium account in order for you to use it. And if you don't have premium, you can use it but a few questions. And sometimes ChatGPT doesn't even let you ask questions to the custom ChatGPT. And that means that very few people can have access to those custom ChatGPT. So what I decided is, okay, we're going to move that ChatGPT to another platform. And that's what we did. So we put together like a lot of other like third-party providers together. And then we built this AI, Ramiro AI, what we know up to this moment. And that's when I started working with AI. Like I didn't know anything about AI. So I did the ChatGPT, I did the custom ChatGPT and someone helped me. Like Thank God I have like an amazing mentor at that moment. Now is my advice. Now he's part of my advisory board, and he told me, okay, you need to do this, you need to do that. So I started. Okay, so I started paying premium in ChatGPT, and I started moving around. So I was like first in the beginning. Okay, I don't know how to do it, and I just started. I mean, that's the way I did it. I set up my account. I mean, I have to tell you, at this moment, it's good. I mean, I'm happy with the work I'm doing, and actually I'm being like very effective with my time. So we're gonna start with a step number 1, because we already touched on it, is open your account. If you haven't started working with AI, but you want to, or you say, "Oh, I'm not really good with prompting, like I don't know how should I do it, I know I want to do AI, but it's like I just don't feel like it." First step, open your account. Open a free account in ChatGPT. If you want to go all in and say, I'm just going to spend the $20 a month, do it. I think it's a good investment. And then you also have option to Ramiro AI. That's $39 a month. And why Ramiro AI is more expensive than ChatGPT? Because ChatGPT is generalist. You need to train it. You really need to put on the work to train ChatGPT. Ramiro AI is already trained. It is specialized for films. So it's like it has a lot of knowledge. It has something that you need to do like on your own on ChatGPT. So that's why it's a little bit more expensive. But did you see? I mean, it's less than a meal, a nice meal going out on a weekend. And definitely is a lot less expensive than hiring a marketing consultant or a marketing expert or a marketing agency. So $39 a month is not much. It's not much when it comes to promote your film. Let's start super simple. To work with AI, you need an account. You open that account, you set up your account, and then we'll go to step number 2. Start asking questions. So when you have your ChatGPT account, start asking questions. Either you can even use the microphone. You can do it writing. I don't know why I always do it writing. Like, I haven't used the microphone. Probably it's because I like to. I don't know actually. I have to use the microphone more. But you have both options. You can do the writing and you can do the microphone thing. I think both ways work well. And also you have access to an app. So with ChatGPT you have access to your app. So you have access to the same content. That's really cool, because you have the same content in your app and you have the same content on your desktop. So you don't have to like, oh, but here is one thing. Before it happened, I don't remember. I don't know if you remember, but before it happened, like in the app, you saw one thing, and then in the desktop, you used to see something else. But now it's like they work together, so they don't overlap or they don't show different things. So that's a good thing. So ask questions. So the way I started is, okay, I opened my ChatGPT account, and then so where do I start? Like, how can you help me? The overwhelming thing with ChatGPT is it gives you really long answers, and sometimes it can be really overwhelming. So you really need to go back and say, okay, I don't want these long answers. I want it this way and I want it this way. And like, for example, how to train it for content. So it's like you ask questions. So start asking questions. You don't need to be good at prompting. You need to be good at asking questions. And that I'm sure you can do. Step number 3, open projects and new chats in ChatGPT. The good thing and advantage is that you have different chats, and you can open a chat for whatever reason, and then you can have like 1,000 chats. It's my brain, my own way of being. I cannot have so many chats because I get overwhelmed. So then I want to go back and I don't know where to find information. It's like I cannot open a new chat every time that I'm doing something, because normally, if you see in your day, every day, are the same things that you work on again and again and again, every day, every week, every month, every year. So unless, of course, you have really clear goals and you know where you're going, so you're working in that. That means that you have a routine. That means that you have several topics that you need to touch every day. So what I do is I structure and I just organize my things in different projects. So organize, open the projects, open the new chats. And if I were you, I wouldn't open a new chat every time that I'm using ChatGPT, because then it gets really overwhelmed. So organize your things. And then this leads us to step number 4: organize your chats in projects. This means that you have your chats, and then maybe you have general chats, and then you have projects. So for example, for me, I have my films, the films that I work on. I have, for example, my podcast. I have as a project for sales, a project for social media, a project, different things like project for Ramiro AI. And that's where I put all the information about that project in it. So inside that project, I have many different chats where I put the information that I'm working on. So that helps me to feel organized. That helps me to find the information that I already had before. And then from there, if I'm working with my films and I'm doing a strategy, so for example, I go to Ramiro AI that is already trained, and then I go there and I find, for example, the target. I fill out my strategies and my templates with the information that Ramiro AI gives me, and then I use both. Step number 5: practice every day. I mean, if you can, I know in the beginning I didn't use ChatGPT every day, but then when you start having all this organization and using it as an assistant, then you will go directly there. It's like, how can I write? And sometimes also it's important that creativity and time, sometimes they don't get along really well. So you can, maybe you have a short amount of time to do the tasks that you need to do. And I know, and you have a deadline. You have something, you need to give it today or tomorrow or whatever. And then it's like the creative flows are not working. Like the creative juice is not there. So you go and brainstorm with ChatGPT. Go and brainstorm with Ramiro AI. Okay, what are the ideas? What can I do with this? So tell me about this and this. So it's super important that you have a companion. So ChatGPT can be your companion. So Ramiro AI can be your companion to do the things together. Especially when creativity is not flowing, creativity, like ideas are just dry out and you cannot get whatever you're looking for. So practice every day. They are your friends. Step number 6: be logical. You are the expert. Like AI is not gonna come and sweep you over and say, like, excuse me, I'm here. It cannot do that. I mean, you really need to be logic, and you really need to think about, okay, does this make sense? Does it really, like, I really want to share this information? Do I really want to have like this kind of post? Do I really want to do this kind of application? Because sometimes we believe AI has all the knowledge, and sometimes it just hallucinates, say things that is not right, and we think, okay, maybe this is maybe this is this is the right information. No, you need to do your research. You need to go out there, check, especially if you're looking and working with numbers or data. Like, make sure, and you can ask Ramiro AI. Ramiro AI, you can ask ChatGPT, okay, where do you find this data? Where do you find these numbers? Like, I need to know exactly the source, copy paste the link so I can go and check myself, because it's important. So maybe you're doing a presentation, maybe you need to find some data, and then sometimes it's like, oh, this looks nice for my presentation, but then maybe it's a lie, maybe it doesn't exist. So you really need to do your research and like make sure that you revise what is going on in whatever that information is coming to you. Step number 7: start building strategies. So you already practice, you're logical, you're doing your diligence. Now it's time for you to start building strategies. So for example, one of the first things that I use AI for was to help me with my content. I wanted to, because I had to admit, creating content takes a lot of time, especially when you're writing and when you are creating videos and you're creating this and you're creating that. It takes a lot of time. So before, I had to sit down at my desk at least 2 or 3 hours to write between 5 and 10 posts. I needed to sit down and, okay, this is what I want to say, this is what I want to do, this is my strategy, ta-da-da. So I need to do it every week, at least 2 or 3 hours a week, to write all that amount of content. Now with AI, I trained ChatGPT to sound like me, to do posts like me, to talk about me, and then the thing about having this like very immediate way of creating content is that I can change my mind. So you change your mind, and then it's like, oh no, this one, no, I want to tweak it, no, I want to do this, and then I post, no, this didn't work, I want to do another one. So you have so many options now. So I have saved around 2 hours a week just using AI to create content. So that helps me to actually release time, so I can do it. I can use that time in something else. Something else that has helped me is to build strategies for my clients in a faster way. So this means that because I always need to be creating film business plans, marketing strategies, distribution plans, all this, because I package films. So that's my main thing. And I still strategic. I'm still putting my knowledge out there, but with ChatGPT and Ramiro AI, it's much easier because I just can go there. I know the knowledge is there. The information makes sense. So I can use that information in my strategies. Like, I have to tell you, you don't need to start from zero to build a strategy. You can have templates, and I have templates. I mean, I am the queen of templates. I have so many templates. I actually have free templates in my website, and also we have in Ramiro AI website as well. We have a film distribution plan, a marketing plan, a film business plan. I have templates, and those templates, I give them away for free because I know they're useful. I know they can help filmmakers to get to whatever they want to achieve faster, because they're really good templates, and those are the ones I use for my films that been distributed. Those films that you see in my IMDb, I use my templates. So you use the template, you use AI, and then you save 4 hours. So what it used to take me, like for example, a film business plan used to take me between 5 and 10 hours a week. Now it takes me a lot less time, like a lot less time. That doesn't mean that I put that effort into it, but then I get to do other things. So then I can go deeper in the competitive. I get to check the marketing plan better. So it has its advantage, and you can save time and you can save money. So just start building the strategies. If you don't know where to start, just comment below and tell me what kind of strategy you want to start. Remember, I have a film business plan, I have the marketing plan, and I have a film distribution plan. I have a checklist for distribution as well. So I have this template. You can start with that. Just let me know in the comments, and I'll send you your way. So to recap what we have seen in this episode, here are the 7 steps to start using AI in your film workflow. Number 1, open your account. Number 2, start asking questions. Number 3, open projects and new chats. Number 4, organize your chats in projects. Number 5, practice every day. Number 6, be logical. You are the expert. Remember that. It's not AI the expert. You are the expert. So it is your assistant. It is your assistant. Number 7, start building strategies. Start making your plans. Start creating and developing what is next in whatever you are working on. Okay, remember, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. AI is here to make your work easier, faster, and more strategic, no harder. If you want to take the next steps, grab our free templates and let AI help you bring your film to the world. And don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave a comment. It helps us reach more filmmakers who need this. See you next time.